Right here.
And beyond!
Oh, I didn't even look at
Right on me now.
Yeah, I see him. He's coming up here. Just one below me as well, bro. Right below me. Different team. Another one coming deep left as well.
On the roof.
Yeah, I'm on the roof. I'm on the roof. Roof. What are you, a dog? Woof, woof. Ah, border, run!
And he about to die.
Different guy, one right above you still, one right above us.
I only have a shotgun.
I don't have a pistol, so... He just rezzed him. Nah, he rezzed him. Nah, you didn't think you were actually getting away from me, did you?
Wait, somebody just threw a thermite. They hit me in here.
I am trying to get a shotgun, bro. Yeah. Damn. Pushed up and
Ain't got no
should've
audio on
run.
that.
Me either. Not step, good sir. Not step. Ow. Amen.
Wow.
Oh no, Amar, now you're cracked. What are you gonna do now?
That deserves more weed.
Hey, that's a good idea. Well said. Down to the bank. You're muted. I was muted. Bank.
Yeah.
People here, 100%. One coming down off the roof, but we're gonna ignore him. There's one in here. Right here on me. To the left, coming around this corner right now. Right here inside the hallway. Or in between there. Yep.
Another one, second one.
Yeah, I see the second one.
Weak, super weak. This guy's selfie.
I'm flashed, brother. I'm flashed. Light ping.
I'm still flash, bro. That thing took forever. Wow. You can see me just
Yeah,
like running in circles. Like.
Yeah, tell me I know what you're talking about. 369. No, I was talking about that. Yeah, no.
Bro, flash landed like took forever.
I think it's because it just happened to land right on us. Yeah, that's obviously not going to be OG.
Nah, definitely not. Yeah, I'm also getting used to these. I'm also getting used to the controller.
Everybody's got excuses, brother.
Yeah.
You play with a lifted thumbstick on the right?
No, I'm playing regular.
Nah, you want us to play with a lifted thumbstick on the right, bro.
Do I?
Yeah. If you ever get the opportunity to be able to play with a lifted thumbstick, always play. You want the thumbstick on the left to be short and the thumbstick on the right to be tall. You get more control of your gun and more, because it's the same thing. Like picture like if you were trying to tighten or unscrew a bolt, right? Leverage, right? If you have a long pole, it's easier to untighten that bolt. But if you're trying to tighten, right? You know that. So it's the same thing with the analog stick. Picture if you had a taller thumbstick, you're having to move your thumb almost more. No, you have to do the opposite.
Oh, it's shorter. Yeah, shorter more.
Yeah.
Then longer, less.
No,
Correct.
opposite. The opposite, brother. If you're on a shorter thumbstick, then you ain't gotta move your thumb as much for it to move further. If you're on a tall thumbstick, you have to move your thumb more, and you get less of an input because of it. Look at the way the way it works, brother. If you look at an angle, and you look at the bottom of where the angle is rotating from, then in order to get it from the middle all the way to the left, it's a lot of moving.
Yeah, a lot more. Yeah.
So the taller the thumbstick, that would mean the more you'd have to move the top part of the thumbstick.
Yeah, that's true.
So therefore, but that's what makes it better, because then you can play on like an average higher sensitivity. Someone who's on a short thumbstick is on 6.6, and then someone who's on a taller thumbstick can play on like 10-10 or 11-11, they're still moving their thumb pretty much just as much, but the input on the controller is more fine detail. So it makes it easier to be able to like control recoil and stuff, right?
Gotcha. Yeah. Right now it's staying just how it is. Cause bro, if I change all this, my mind's gonna go nuts. I'm already going nuts. Even like right now in the menu, I'm going through things and like by mistake, I'll press the paddle now and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. I've been gaming since I was probably, super young. I don't know.
No, I hear you.
And I've always been on a regular controller.
Lifted thumbstick though is the way to go. Once you start getting used to it, you could. I can't go back to a short thumbstick. I tried it there the other day. Went back to because I can just pull mine off, put the other one on, make it shorter. And I tried playing with it, bro, and it's just like I even have to move my I feel like there's more resistance. Like I have to actually move my thumb physically, like on the analog stick more. Like there's a resistance there. And I don't like the feel of it. I don't feel like I'm as accurate either.
Gotcha.
That's half the reason why I like that Sony one, because you can buy the module and just keep replacing the thumbstick.
I gotta find out what these two buttons are next to my trigger and the aim button. What it's for?
Those are to tighten up. There's two of them, right? One on left, one on right.
Yeah.
If you notice, pull down your triggers. Notice how you gotta pull them all the way down.
All the way down. Yeah.
Now flick them all the way. Flick both of them all to the opposite side.
Oh, less.
Now you ain't gotta move your finger. Now you ain't gotta move your. It's more digital. It's more. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter about that because of the fact that this game has that feature where you can trigger effect. Remember how you put the trigger effect to 0-0? That means what that means is like the second you pull down the trigger, that's when it becomes effective. Because you're playing on a throttle. You're not playing on a button right now. On the default PlayStation 5 or default Xbox, they play with their triggers are throttles. So like, for example, if you're in a car, if you push it only 10%, you're only going to go as 10% the speed of the car. If you push it 50%, you'll use 50% of the power. 100% at 100% push down. And basically, because of that, the way the old Warzone was designed, that's why trigger stops kind of became a thing for first-person shooters. The way the trigger worked before was it didn't shoot until the trigger was like 80% pulled down. So because of that, it created a little bit of an input delay where you're physically having to move more to create gunfire in the game. So if you had trigger stops back in the day, before this setting was added, then that would eliminate that issue and give you more of an instant response. But now you can put your trigger effect to 0, which basically means the second you go to touch your triggers, it starts to shoot.
But I kind of like the feeling of it just tapping it like that. Yes,
it does feel better being able to not have to sink your thumbs all the way in, or your fingertips all the way back. Mine, on my PS5 aim, mine are digital. So they're like a mouse click. There is no, like it's the same thing as if I were to click my mouse.
I just put it on the least.
Yeah, but mine doesn't have a switch. Mine you can't change. Mine are,
you can't change.
Mine, even though you're on trigger stops, you still have a little bit of a motion there. I don't.
Yeah.
My motion is the same motion as if you were clicking your mouse.
Sure.
Mortar support incoming.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but what's with the live pings having like a white square around them now? Does yours do that when you get a live ping? Like there's like four square like it running a square box off to the sides of it. I don't understand. That was never there before, and now all of a sudden it's there. In one of the last updates, they added it. You'll notice the next time you get a live ping, now you'll see it.
Oh, he's still in there. He just closed the door.
The triggers are the way. I was gonna get the new PS5 Pro controller, but realized the triggers don't stop. It just brings it to a click. Still a slight pull. Yeah, that trigger stops will do that. It's just the way they're designed. But that's why I like this controller, because it has digital triggers.
He's still in there.
He's on
right
the
here,
roof.
double doors. Yep.
Stuck him. I stuck him. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I lied. I have a cluster.
He stuck me. Oh, he airstriked me.
Cracked one, so he's still up there.
Impact, no hit.
Mortar support incoming.
Solid copy.
But he's gonna get a little bit
Strike on the way.
more worse. They're still around. They got a suppression mine laid down at the bottom of the ladder, but they're no longer up there. I don't know where they went. Oh, I thought he wanted us to fight. What the fuck did I hear? You there now? Oh, yeah, I see him now.
Alright.
Yes, sir. Are we talking to you, Toby? They're still over there.
Be advised, has located multiple.
One, River.
I just popped you a UV. That team might be pushing us.
Drop me some armor.
Nah, I think they're fighting each other.
Yeah, they are.
I think we can swing by, get the loader, and back up towards the bridge, maybe? One guy's at the buy station right now.
I could beam him, but I'm not shooting.
Okay, so... I got the loader.
Head to the safe zone now.
How about my SMG?
They also got load on a
I know.
UAV up top.
I think we just keep running back deeper. Maybe drop it right here.
For sure gonna push us.
Now they're fighting each other, remember? They popped the UAV,
Yeah.
so they know the guys up top. They're not gonna push us and lose height right quick. It'd be stupid to do that.
I need my SMG.
How about mine? What's up, Beja? How you doing? Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I am dyslexic.
I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it. I'm gonna try to get heavier and cover you.
You threw that smoke on me?
Yes, sir.
Alright, good.
Any movement.
One right there. They're fighting each other at the other side. Bro, I can't deal with this fucking low FPS, bro. Shit. I'm so sick and tired of it, bro. Like, so much skill potential going down the drain because like, I can't, like, my frame rate stutters sometimes, bro. And I don't even like talking about it because I feel like people are thinking I'm using it as an excuse, but it's literally the truth.
You up there?
Yeah, he's right there somewhere. Just saw him. We're actually in a bad spot here. If he peeks and starts beaming us, we're fucked.
Oh, we have to cover there.
Yeah. Scoobs is in this game.
He just jumped down. Right here.
He's going to load up buy station for sure.
One shot. Did he down him?
Nope.
Don't peek.
Definitely gonna peek that crack. Bro.
Okay. Just didn't know how weak he was compared to
Yeah,
you.
I got you. You not play Resurgence? Nah. I'm hoping that season 3 they separate the game modes. Because it's all in the API system, right? Like it's or AIP or API, whatever it's called. It's basically stored, right? So like, if I get a kill on this map, it's called the Almalazra, right? Sorry. If I get a kill on a Sheikah's Island, it'll say Sheikah's Island. So I'm hoping that they just released the leaderboards and kept them combined for now. And come season 3 when they add the rank mode and stuff, and they've had more time over this season to work and rework their layout for the whole thing, that they separate the game modes. If they separate the game modes, we're gonna have a big jump. We're already 280th or 290th in the world for kills. But that's competing with everybody that's playing Resurgence right now. And it is so much easier Resurgence. No, it's not because I'm worried about a KD at all. It's not my KD. It's the leaderboard grind. I love grinding leaderboards, and if they separate the maps, then I have a good chance of being back up towards the top. Because a lot of these people are putting time into Resurgence and not into this map. I love this map. I haven't really played a Sheikah's Island, but I can't stand a game mode Resurgence. I only played Resurgence Fortune's Keep because that had a leaderboard and it just come out, and Caldera was just shit at the time.
Remember, if you had to make a call out to me, you are muted.
I know.
Okay.
People did land over here though.
I hear people to right, to right.
Yeah. You just jumped
They're pushing
over.
us. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't happen to have an ammunition box, do you?
No. Top of tower. Hit him a bunch.
You looked at from the left. Pushing us. I gotta jump down here.
I'm dead, bro. Got pinch between them. The wall wasn't big enough for what I needed it to be. Good smoke.
I just try to smoke you.
He's pushing though, for sure.
Push back towards me, the tower.
One to your left, right ping.
I got him, I got him.
That's definitely his teammate up top.
I got a
When
thirst
you
guy, he's
drop.
helping.
Yeah, he did drop. I got a boy.
Alright.
What's up, Jamie? How you doing? What's up, Pat? How you doing? Hope you guys are having a good day.
That smoke.
Yeah,
Give me
it's more
blood.
saved my life, bro, for sure.
I need SMG.
Buy station right here.
Yeah. No, like SMG ammo.
Here,
Sorry.
ammo box down.
Perfect.
Can you drop me a smoke? Because I picked up a snapshot earlier purposely.
Here you go. They're both just in case.
Another ammo box to take with us. UAV going up.
Requesting recon at this time.
I can't wait till I get used to this, man. I could tell it's gonna make a big difference in my game.
Sniper looking right at us from tip of the peak, right in front of us, straight ahead. Hit him twice.
I hit him once. Oh, close! I gotta smoke me.
Hit him a bunch. Downed him. He just fell.
So,
He's like one bullet.
he's down, but I'm getting shot from the other guy now.
He's like across the bridge right in front of you. Like running the other side of his wall. To the left. Another team as well. One coming in from
I'm
behind.
hitting
And
that guy.
there's one underneath the bridge. We're crossing over underneath the bridge right now.
Careful this guy.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I just killed one under.
I think we gotta go down, bro. We gotta go down here. Sniping straight ahead. Straight north.
I'm throwing this ammunition box down here.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, guys. I'm not even worried about my KD. In a sense, I'm literally just not playing the map because I want to get all my kills, as many as my kills, on this map as possible, for in case they do separate it. If they separate, this is a stronghold. I'm getting out of here. If they do separate it, then I got a good chance being towards the top. It's not necessarily with the KD at all. It's literally because I want to grind the kills on this map. I don't think they should have ever combined the two game modes on the leaderboards in the first place. I think they should be a Resurgence KD and a multiplayer KD, a DMZ KD, and then your Warzone KD. I really don't see why they have it set up so that it's in the same boat. Like, it sucks because, like, by the time I get to a 33-minute match to get the dub, and let's say a really good game of 25 to 30 kills, a Resurgence game is about 11 to 12 minutes. You can basically get through 3 full games and get anywhere between 15 to 25 kills on each game in the same time span, which is a chance of getting 3 dubs plus 60 to 70 kills versus me getting 1 dub and 20 to 30 kills. It's unfortunate, but... To the left looking at me? But if they separate it, then I'm in a big lead because a lot of these people aren't grinding. Oh, fuck, I'm down.
We got airstrikes,
Yeah, I
bro.
think we can get into the building though. It was a little delayed. No, we cannot. That's Scoobs. They have a black site UAV. Buy ping on 1 for you. Also true, good point. Yeah, so I'm just hoping they separate them because if they separate them, I'm gonna be up there. I know I am. Right now I'm playing like absolute dog right away. I'm not gonna lie. Talk to me.
One shot, last one. I downed him, bro.
You down
He's
them?
rezzing him right now. Yeah, bro, in the second, he's rezzing him right now.
Are they
They
good?
res, they're both up, they're both up. Yeah, they're decent. I tear them both apart, bro. Bro, Cranny, I'ma clip it. I don't know if it'll get it. Oh, I don't have it on right now. I had both of them 1 shot, bro, and they had me 1 shot. So I ended up downing one of them and trying to plate up to fight the second one, bro, and I just couldn't.
Yeah, see they have the black site UAV. Good on them.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
Alright, Cranny.
Alright, man.
I'll be on in a little bit.
Sounds good. Exactly, they had it correct with the Warzone 1 stats list. Just copy that, boom, easy. But nothing is... Yeah, man, it's not. But yeah, I mean, if you look at it, like, I'm already... Like, I'm on a pretty good pace for... Even with the past couple shit games we just played. I'm averaging like a 6 KD. 6.41 in the last 10 games. 5.28 KD overall in the season. 9.43 kills a game. And then... if you look at the actual leaderboards, I'm currently at 306 in the world, but it's because of the fact that these guys are literally grinding away on Ashika's Island. So, yeah, eight's up there too, and I'd say me and 8 are probably a lot closer to the same amount of kills because he's also playing Ashika's Island, and he's a good player, so you can easily accumulate more kills, right? Like same with Overtime AU, he's at 24,000, but it's a lot on Ashika's Island. when they separate them, those people are going to drop a little bit because they're gonna be two different game modes, right? Mine, I haven't played Ashika's Island once. I loaded into the map on accident once and didn't even stay in the game. We backed out. I have yet to get any kills on Ashika's Island. All my kills, my 19,741 kills, are all on the big map. If they decide the reason why it's just not separated now is because they were just trying to release the leaderboards to make everybody happy, last minute decision before Season 2 Reloaded. And then now that gives them from Season 2 Reloaded to the beginning of Season 3 to go through all the API systems, run the coding to separate all the Ashika's map kills versus the Mazra map kills, or game modes we'll call it, and they'll separate them. And I'm hoping where the game modes is to right now, like you'll notice you can kind of see, you can filter it and you can kind of see like squad size, all quads, trios, duos. They might take this all out and rework it a little bit and make it so that you have your Al Mazra map and then your Ashika Island map. If they do that, I got a funny feeling I'm going to jump big time. So when the time does come, your ranking will be strictly big map. Exactly. There's literally no wins and no kills on that small map. Like I said, you can go through almost 3 full games, if not 3 full games, by the time I go through 1 game. That's 3 times the rate, and I'm still keeping up with most people right now. That's like 3 times the rate. And I'm still keeping up with most of these people that are playing, you know, like grinding away, same as myself, 8 hours a day, but they're doing it on a map where you can get 3 times the rate of kills and wins. So if I'm already keeping up with them, I got a funny feeling if they do decide, yeah, let's separate them for Season 3, I got a feeling I'm gonna go up. Right back. 2 quick seconds.
Use this time to practice. We will be deploying soon.
I want to say at least top 20, Fat. I want to say at least top 20. I don't want to give myself too much tooting of my own horn. I want to say at least top 20 if they separate them. But yeah, and it's not that, like, it's not that I'm not saying I'm better than 8, and I'm not saying better than most of these players. What I'm saying is just like leaderboard-wise, I know I'll be higher on the leaderboard. I don't think I'm better than 8. I think 8's a better player than me by all means. But at least, like with Fortune's Keep, for example, I can literally say that I held #1 for wins and for kills right up until Modern Warfare 2 dropped, when I stopped grinding it. I held it for like almost 4 or 5 months straight. That's an accomplishment to me, but it was on just that map. Right now, I cannot get that feeling back because I'm separated. They're not separated. So like I'm grinding in hopes that Season 3 is separated. If they separate it, and it shows that I'm in like the top 20, you know that I'm going into overdrive. We're talking 16 hours a day, or 15 hours a day, going to sleep for 8, waking up for an hour to get awake, and then going right back on the grind until I get that first place. So that's my hopes anyhow. Time will tell, you know? Time will tell. I was like, are you gonna try and melee me? Nice, no miss. Good. Yes, sir. Flash, guy over to the left, going right, pushing right, putting up. Guy in the corner, left down me. Chasing me, straight out. Yeah, bro. I didn't put that much energy into it, you don't even understand. Fucking server's lagging, give me— Bro, I won't let me get the gun. It's literally not letting me pick up this gun. Cool. Thanks, game. Great game. Great game. Great fucking game. I don't hear any chests. I don't like that. Yeah, there's a guy right here. Another one. You didn't have a chance, bro. As much as you wanted to, you really didn't have a chance. Hey, you looking at a fucking door frame, for fuck's sakes. Chest been hit here too. Someone's here. Oh, it sounded like he... Honestly, it sounded like he was right here to the left, but I guess that noise I heard there. Damn.
Ready to fight. You're up next. This is the Gulag. You'll have to fight to earn redeployment.
Yeah, I tried to do the top 250 rank, but gave up once you get to platinum rate. It's like every game is unplayable hacker failed, so I never made it. Yeah, bro, in all honesty, I agree with you there. From what I've seen, just from watching people play and then watching Sick play a couple times and stuff, oh man, there's so many people wall hacking in that. And then, like, there's people blatantly aimbotting, which sucks, but then there's people who are acting like they're good in wall hacking, and you can tell they're wall hacking. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm Gucci. I'll grind my leaderboards and enjoy it. I'll grind my leaderboards and enjoy it. Perfect, let's go.
On disposal. Proceed to the stronghold and defuse the explosive.
It is downstairs, isn't it? Thought it was. It's in this room right here. Fucking laggy servers, bro. They seriously need to hurry up and fix that. There's the reason why this game is dying. And it's not because of the game itself. Because of the lazy coding and net coding and engineering that they're doing into the game. For example, getting absolutely beambot by bots constantly for no AI for no reason. Not bots, AI. Or constantly hitting someone with a vehicle just to have the person bounce off the vehicle, ragdoll up into the sky, and teleport to the side and act like nothing ever hit them. Stuff like that needs to be addressed. There's a reason. That's the reason why this game is dying. Not because of the game itself. For anybody who's saying, oh, this game doesn't have a skill gap, it's because they're bad at the game. Like, legit. But, or if they're good at the game, and they're saying there's no skill gap, it's because they're just purposely trying to be humble or make themselves sound like, you know. But like, this game has a skill gap, no matter what anybody says. Patience is key in this game. And a lot of these resurgence people that are running around stimulated don't have the ability to have the patience to play with their brain. They run around with movement, catching people off guard because they're caught off guard because they're stimulated fighting somebody else. Oh, how do I lose that? And then they think they're doing good, but when you're in, like, you know, like, that's why I don't like Resurgence. Resurgence just has so much RNG to it. It's so random. There's no muscle memory being built. It's all whatever's in front of you, it just happens. I don't like Resurgence. It's a multiplayer in my opinion. Bro, these fucking lag spikes have got me drove. Also, I'm putting my sensitivity back to 7. I'll read that comment in 1 quick second. Just give me a second. I just want to get 100 gunshots and this. Get away with getting my loadout. Popping a UAV for info. Like, oh, fuck, bro. I seen where that came from. Came from the little hills to the left. He's ghosted.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Where he went from now, I don't know.
Fuel. RTV at this time.
Where did you go? Like, he's ghosted. And I know he's ghosted because I popped a UAV and he wasn't showing up. But when you called an airstrike, if there's a UAV going and you're in that circle, when you pop a UAV, if somebody calls an airstrike, it'll actually show their dot for that one ping. There he is. A guy's been down the game. I almost bought bad things, like $12 bad things. I didn't. Yeah, don't, bro, don't. It's not worth. It's not worth. Nothing about cheating is worth it, bro. It'll never get you good at the game. All it's gonna, and I don't know if that's where you're going with it, but all it does, unless you're talking about. Hey, what would you say? But nah, like legit, like this game is good, but it just needs fixing, bro. Like, just it's. Unless you're talking about like a VPN or something like that. He was so focused on that vehicle, bro. I said, my man said, oh, I'm gonna hit a shot like there's no tomorrow. Unless you have a Aiden scope, there's definitely a huge hacking issue rank, which is Mr. Fear for rank. Yeah, no, for sure, bro. For sure, for sure. The thing is like, these headphones are really good, and I enjoy them. But like, the headphones Aiden's got are like $2,500 headphones, or like $1,500 headphones. Then he's got like an expensive DAC or an amp to go on top of it. Then he's got he paid somebody to tweak his audio and stuff. He is literally on a soundstage where he can hear every single step that's going on. If I was on that setup, I would bust my nut. I'm sorry to be weird, but like, I would literally bust a nut. That is the honest to God truth. But my headphones are good, don't get me wrong. But he's on a whole nother level of audio. Not to mention the fact that half these people like Aiden, Z-Laner, Spartacus, ABs. I don't know about ABs because I know he's struggling with his computer as well. But a lot of these top end streamers have got like 3090 Ti's, 4090s, you know, top of the line. I've got a top of the line CPU and pretty good RAM now. But I need a GPU. I need a better GPU. Like I'm struggling to get above 144 FPS in 1440p. You got these streamers that are in 1440p and they're getting like 250 plus frames on a 240 hertz monitor. I'm on a 144 hertz monitor. Like I'm still not up to par with the equipment. I'm up above the average gamer, which gives me some advantages. Like I'm not gonna lie, having good equipment definitely gives you advantage. I wish I had the money to be able to dump more into it. I'm on a dual PC setup. I'm on probably close to $10,000 worth of equipment right now myself. But I still wish I could probably dump a bit another 4 or 5 grand into it. I just can't afford it. You know what I mean? I have the skill. I just don't have. And this was someone people keep asking, are you gonna like play competitively? And the thing is like I know, and I don't want to sound like someone who uses excuses, but there's many times where I'm in a firefight, and I know that if I had a higher frame rate or less stuttering or a smoother frame rate, less CPU time and GPU time. Like if you notice, my CPU time and GPU time is always between 6 and 9. That's not good. Go watch anybody else who has it up and they have their PCs tweaked and stuff, and they're getting like 3 and 4. Right? Which means they're getting real consistent, real-time info on their screen more than what I am. And it's just like, people are saying like, can you play competitively? Like I'm playing on a fucked up system, basically, or a non-optimized system, and I'm doing competitive things, but I know that if I put myself into a competitive scene, I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed, because I have the skill to be in a competitive scene, I don't have the rig to be in a competitive scene. Right? Yeah, but the reason why you're struggling to get that FPS is because you probably don't have your PC tweaked. But a lot of these other streamers actually have. A lot of these streamers have paid a tweaker, somebody to go in and basically change a shit ton of settings. Somebody who's got a college degree in engineering on PCs and stuff. And go in and literally tweak and change all these little quick settings and stuff that literally optimize your computer for gaming. Windows has a lot of these settings turned on and stuff that is basically for a workstation, and they're defaultly put on. And in order to actually get a better performance out of your gaming and stuff, you need to have shit overclocked, tweaked, settings turned off and stuff. Now, I mean, I have a nice bit of stuff done, but I'm not into the registry, H registry keys and stuff like that, or the registry, whatever it's called. I got the H machine or whatever, the program to change a bunch of the registries and stuff. I don't know any of that. I'm not smart enough for that, right? Like you go look at anybody who's, like, go watch a video of like Z-Laner, like one of his recent videos, and then really pay attention to the frame rate. It is fucking insane. If I had that type of frame rate, that's literally my only dream. Like I'm not even joking. It's literally my only dream right now. I've got my wife, I've got my daughter, I've got my stepson, I've got my family, I've got a car paid off. I'm living in a house that I'm paying per rent. Eventually I'll move into my own house sometime down the road. But like right now, the only wish I have is to be able to run on a top of the line system where I'm getting, 200 plus frames on a 240 hertz monitor. I would love it. But it's so fucking hard to get, bro. Yeah, bro, and the worst thing of it is about tweakers and stuff like that is like they'll change a couple things for its current state of the game, but a lot of times when a new season comes out, a lot of these top end streamers, they're actually they have basically they're buddies with that same tweaker, and they basically pay them another session every season that comes out. So it's like $150, $200 for a real good tweaker for all of it, like your audio, your network, your PC tweaking, like all of it, right? And they do this and pay it like literally every 3 or 4 months. Like they literally pay somebody to tweak their PC, because when a new season comes out, something comes out and they change something in the files and stuff, and these tweakers actually go in and do their studying and their research to find out what settings are going to benefit more now because of the way they changed the game. So then you pay somebody and they go in and they retweak some stuff to give you a better optimization on every season. Like, I can't be doing that, bro. Like, I'm not doing that, you know what I mean? That's why it's better not, if you can't afford to constantly have your stuff tweaked, then don't do it at all. Just do your basic tweaks that like I have done myself, and then like just have good equipment. If with what I have done on my tweaking myself from my 13 years of experience of playing on games and doing a lot of the research for changing settings and stuff, I've learned some things, and I know like my basic tweaks. So I had the computer optimized as much as I can without going into the registry files, into the System32 files. And basically, I know that if all I need right now is a stronger, here I'll show you. All I need is a stronger GPU, and I could get what I'm looking for. And here's a good way. If anybody has, I don't know if you can do it on a console. I don't think you can, but on PC in the multiplayer, they have a benchmark. So basically, what this is it'll play a video, and it plays the same video over and over and over, right? Then you can change settings and see if you're getting more frame rate or less frame rate. It shows your CPU and your GPU here, and you'll see here, this is my last test that I done. My bottleneck is only coming 1% from my CPU. My GPU is where my bottleneck's to. I'm on a 3070, but if you look, it literally says 147 frames on average. But that's on this small map. That's not on the big map on the full size of El Mazrah. This is just for a benchmark to change settings and stuff to give you a rough idea on what part of your system needs a tweak or what not. This over on the right where my camera's to, I'll move it right quick. This shows you like, you know, your percentage of RAM that's being used, you know, your total VRAM on your graphics card, stuff like that. And the thing is, if you just run the test and then change settings, you can optimize it and get a better frame rate. But you can literally see my bottleneck is 99% of my issue is my GPU. So I know that if I went and got a 3090 Ti, I already have a 850 watt power supply. So I know the 3090 and my CPU, I have just enough wattage to basically be able to handle everything in my rig. So if I were to just basically be able to get a 3090 Ti and throw it into my rig, this GPU time would drop down to what my CPU time is, and then we would literally have a smoother functioning rig. But this is basically what it looks like for. It's only like a minute, maybe a minute, not even 45-second video. I'm getting a 40-minute guy, but I mean, hey, we can always talk about it for sure, bro. We could definitely always maybe hit a PM or something. But if I was going into it, see, I don't believe those numbers in the VOD. Oh, and the COD frame test? This is pretty accurate, though. It honestly is. Like, I changed settings and then reran the test. And the thing is, like, when you're doing something like this, you can't change a bunch of settings and then go back and rerun the test because one setting could outbalance somebody else. So you gotta basically change one setting at a time, go back, test, change one setting, and then figure out what gives you the best. Like, even right now, I went down on frame rate. There's probably a memory leak in the game. If I relaunched my game and then started up again and did the test, I'd probably get back to 100, average of 145. But either way, I'm still in the same boat. If you look, I'm on a 99% bottleneck on my GPU. My CPU, I'm averaging 209 FPS on this game, and this is a very CPU intense game. Even on my low first, I'm still getting 149 FPS. $144 frames per second on my GPU, but that's on this small map. When we get on Al Mazrah, it's smaller than. I mean, it's a bigger map, so the frame rate's lower than I was wanting to say. So, like, I know that my CPU is pretty intense, pretty good. It can handle it. If I were to get like a 3090 Ti, I know that it would balance it out and probably get close to 200 FPS on the 3090 Ti, which would give me less of a bottleneck, which would lower my CPU and my GPU time. That's the big issue. That is just, it's not even testing for multiplayer or Warzone. It's a benchmark. And basically what a benchmark is like I said, it will play the same video over and over and over and over. Nothing about the video changes. So the video, the way it performs is depending on your system, right? So therefore, like, let's just say we had this setting right here. Right here. If we go to graphics quality, this one here, NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. It's no good to go change a sugar ton of settings and then try to run the benchmark again because you don't know what setting could have made it better or worse, right? You're better off doing one at a time. So I just did that benchmark then for 142 FPS. If I wanted to, I'm like, maybe NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency on plus boost. It says low latency mode is now enabled and optimized for system latency. Additionally, GPU clock frequencies are kept at a higher kept high in a CPU bound case. This can reduce latency but will increase GPU power draw. I'm not CPU bound. Right now I'm GPU bound. And what it means by bound is like what your bottleneck is. My CPU times are staying down, my GPU times are up high. And because of that, it's causing that misbalance and instability. So if I wanted to, in this case, I know it's not going to help me because I'm not CPU bound, but if I was CPU bound, I could put this on plus boost, then go rerun the benchmark, only change one setting, which was just this one setting, and then look, but before I run the benchmark, take a picture of my frame rate and stuff, rerun the benchmark, and then you can look at and compare the stats of the frame rates and stuff and see which setting is better for, and then you can basically do this over and over and over for all your settings and stuff through your computer. So for example, I went into my BIOS and turned off XMP profile, which is dual channel, and tried it, and I got a worse frame rate. So then I turned it back on, and that told me that keeping it on gave me a more stable frame rate. And then I basically done it with a bunch of all my settings and re-optimized it myself. Same with my spot cache and stuff like that, right? So, yes, exactly. You don't want to go changing 3 or 4 settings at once, because then you'll never know. One setting might have actually fixed one of your issues, but because you flicked another issue on, now you're still bottlenecking it again on a different level. So therefore your frame rate could be worse, could be just the same as what it was, and it might seem like nothing happened. Nothing changed, or, well, that didn't make sense. I changed it and it got worse. But don't change multiple things. Only change one thing at a time. It takes a long time to do it, but I think that's why the benchmarker is only like a 40-second video. But it's the same video over and over, and it gives you the same consistent info displayed to, or stress testing the system at the same time. See, that's the same issue I'm on, right? On the big map, I'm getting like 120 to 130, sometimes 140 FPS. Every now and then it'll hit like 160, very, very rarely. But a lot of times it'll dip down to like 98, 90, like 100, 103. And when it dips, if I'm like moving and trying to aim at an enemy and that guy jumps or like that, instead of me being smooth and moving on to the target and staying with the target, because I had that dip of 100 FPS, I went from being at 130 to 90 FPS. That's 40 frames in that second that I lost info on. That person could have moved a bit, and that's why it looked like my aim was off. And you feel that drop in frames. That's causing inconsistency in my gameplay. And that's why I don't want to play competitively, because I know that if I got money on the line and that happens to me, I'm going to break my monitor. I know it, because I have that rage. I have ADHD. I have ODD. So I know I'd break. So I try to stay away from it, because it's irritating that I'm not on a system. I have the skill, but I'm not on a system that has the ability to keep up with my skill. You know what I mean? Someone like Z-Laner, they're getting like 200 plus frames. It's so smooth to them that they can build a really good muscle memory. It's not that this Z-Laner guy is cheating because he's perfectly aiming somebody through the sky. It's because he's getting consistent frame rate and he's building that muscle memory. If I play a piano and the keys are in the exact same spot at all the time, I'm going to be able to play the piano without even looking at it. Just like I'm able to type on my keyboard without looking at it. But if you switch the keyboard up, switch the piano keyboard's keys up, separate them a little bit, play a different type of piano where there's 2 levels of piano, all of a sudden, you're not going to be as consistent. And it's the same with your frame rate. Right back.
Warm-up is over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
Yeah, bro, there's not an inch in my bones that thinks Z-Laner's cheating. At all. Not a slightest little bit. Like, I just, it's because I can see how they're able to play. Yeah, bro, that's literally it. That's literally it. Like, these guys are able to make money. Like Aiden, he's made like over 400K on Warzone 1. $400,000 on Warzone 1 from competitions. But it's not necessarily that he's an extremely good player. He is. I'm not saying he's not. But he also has an extremely good rig that can keep up with his skill.
Primary objective
Oh, thanks, game. I love getting absolutely nothing worth fighting. Yeah. Yeah, keep giving it to me. Yeah.
Hostile UAV in the area.
You literally just put the hammer on the nail, brother. And not only that, another big factor that comes into it, latency. Latency. Your ping matters big time. And there's a reason why Z moved to Toronto. He probably wanted to move to Toronto, but he got a huge benefit out of doing it. He was playing on, like, you know, 30 to 40 ping before, which still was really good and more than the average player, but he wanted that lower ping. So he moved somewhere like Toronto where the servers are closer to the COD servers, and his internet provider was closer to the COD servers, and then his ping went down. Sometimes he was playing on like 9 ping. Like literally playing on 9 ping. Like someone that's on a really expensive rig, plus on a like 9 ping to like 20 ping is like literally like 4 times faster than the average player when it comes to info. And that's where you got to take everything into credibility of like where people go, oh, he's cheating. They're cheating because at home on a pub game, they can drop 30, 40 kills, but when they get in a LAN, they play like shit. No, it's not that at all. It's the fact that when they're at home, they're on a good rig, high FPS, with low latency, versus people on shitty FPS, not right configurations of all their settings and stuff, because they're just average gamers, and they also have high latency. Then you put them on a LAN where there is no latency, they're all on the same rig, so they're all at the same balance of skill. Then it comes down to actual skill. And then you also have everybody at a higher skill level in general playing against each other versus, you know, you're a higher skill playing in a public match where anybody can be in that match. You could have your fucking goddamn little cousin Timmy that plays on his big brother's fucking Wii U on a Saturday night because mom's out drinking. You know what I'm saying? Technically, yeah, gaming routers would help. That's another thing that a lot of these people invest in is a really good router, because even though your internet provider provides 1 gig up and 1 gig down, your modem 9 chances out of 10 can't move that fast. So a lot of times what they do is they'll buy a router and they basically link their router to the internet and then use the router to transfer the speed of the internet to their motherboard. Yes, basically, Fat, basically. And people just I don't think people think about every single aspect, right? Half these people aren't on good rigs and they're not competitive players, they're not playing 8 hours a day, and they just don't understand how someone can be consistently good at something that they're not, and that instantly goes to them going, that person's gotta be cheating. You don't see somebody sat there playing... Fuck off. Somebody in this building. I'll explain this in a second. You don't see somebody sitting there playing the piano and playing it really good and playing some really nice music, and you don't see the crowd echoing, that guy's not actually playing the piano, that guy's cheating. That guy's playing audio. That guy's not actually playing... You don't see that in the community. You see that like, oh wow, he's really good at playing the piano. I'm sure there's some con artists out there that people are suspicious of because they know that he's not playing the correct keys. There's cheating and everything. I'm not gonna say that. But it's just like, you know, like the overall general population don't sit there and accuse the person playing the piano really good as a cheater. They look at it and appreciate it for what it is, right? Because they know it takes skill. And I feel like this game is so ego-driven that when someone gets bad or is worse than somebody, they instantly go, well, I play this game I should be just as good. There's got to be something that they're doing to give themselves an advantage over what I'm doing. But they're not looking at the fact of it's not cheating software, it's just money and equipment. And then the time put into it, learning the game. Learning the muscle memory. Yeah, bro, Ricardo, you are 100%, bro. At that time, I was honestly, it was because it wasn't necessary, and I could show you the clip, I have it. It wasn't necessarily that I thought, I did think he was cheating, but not necessarily because of the hardware and stuff. It was because I had a misunderstanding of how the kill cams and everything else worked, right? I on my end, when watching the kill cam, his crosshair wasn't even on my body, and he killed me. It looked like when, at the time, there was cheater software going around, a lot of people were using silent aim, or soft aim, where their crosshair didn't even have to be on the enemy, and they'd get a kill. And like, that's what I thought it was, because from my perspective, that's what it looked like. But once I seen him streaming, and I realized he was an actual streamer, and he had like, you know, he had loads of followers and stuff like that, you guys see me right on stream. I apologized of it. I apologized straight up. I was like, man, I apologize. Like, I can see that you're legit. And then I did some further research myself and realized some things, and you know, people make mistakes, right? 100% of that. Bro, it's brutal, bro. Like, it's brutal. The kill cams are so inconsistent. Like, I have the video. If you want to see it, I'll show. I think, actually, Ricardo, I think me and you had I think it was you. Me and you had a conversation about that one time, and I showed the video back up on stream, and then like we had a little conversation about it and moved on. I'm pretty sure. I do remember. I remember this. Probably like I'd say 6 or 7 months ago, 8 months ago. And if it wasn't you, it was somebody talking about the same incident. And it might have even been that I sent it to you, just so you could see it and watch it over. I think that's what it was, actually. I DM'd it to you, the video. And then we had a conversation in the DMs. Again, there's a huge accusation, so I don't think it's as bad as I make it out to be. No, yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, for sure, bro. 100%. You gotta keep it real, you know. Like, the thing is there is a lot of cheaters in this, like you just said yourself, that in this gaming industry, especially with PCs being involved, there's a lot of cheating. There really is. Now, I'm not saying the big streamers cheat. I don't think there's any big streamers that cheat. Why would they risk, you know, why would an organization risk hiring you on and then putting you on a contract just to have their entire publicity destroyed because they caught a cheater on their team? That would destroy their entire career. They would never be allowed into another gaming event and stuff like that. So like, I don't think anybody that's big is a cheater. I really don't. They have too much to lose. I'd like to get my other SMG. I just grabbed this one for now. But I'd like to go get my other one.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online.
Yeah, I remember that, because King Impact, man, go to God love him. After I apologized and everything, I went on to play my game, and then he came into my stream and donated $100. Bro, I'm just playing like absolute fucking dumbass right now.
We will settle the score.
So, yeah, good shots. I'm not concentrating on my game. Like I said, I was so down. Lose after. Oh, dark package bit in because I have more integrity bit down. Let's custom about him. I mean, hey man, you didn't take the pill, you know? An intrusive thought is only an intrusive thought. It's when you put the intrusive thought into an action that it becomes an issue. You're only human. You're allowed to observe the thoughts that come into your brain. You have a subconscious brain. You have thoughts that you can't control. You know, when they come into your brain, you know, and you observe them, it's not necessarily that makes you a bad person, no matter what the thought is. Observe that thought and reflect from that thought. That is what makes you a moral person. Hey, man. But you didn't do it, right? Yeah, bro, but that's just it, right? Like, you didn't do it. You may feel a little bit bad about yourself for even searching up cheats for Warzone 2, but you still didn't actually click the download. It's the same thing as if somebody was sitting there with a bag of Coke in front of them, and they, you know, they had the paper rolled up, and they put the straw out their nose, and they were getting ready to do it, and they just had that guilty conscience, or that not even a guilty conscience, more or less a realization or an insight on what's right and wrong, and they decided to step away from it. They might even still feel bad for even going and purchasing the bag of Coke, but they still didn't put it up their nose. And it's the same thing as you still didn't install the cheats and inject the software into the game. So, like, you know, it's not necessarily that because you wanted to do it, you're a bad person. If you done it, you would have been a bad person, in my opinion. You know, thought is one thing, actions are another, you know? Well, you know, it's something that you have to just kind of just get over, you know? Like, you know, I guess you could say your punishment for even opening up a site or looking at the package is having to live with that transition of thought for a little bit until you come at peace with your own mind, until you get over it, you know? But and that's the thing too, right? Here's another thing too. Like, if someone like yourself decided, okay, I'm irritated, I'm gonna go fucking download cheats too. Once you start cheating on that game, let's just say 3 months down the road, you're bored of cheating and you're bored of making new accounts and stuff. You're bored of buying a dollar spoofer or whatever the hell it is, and you don't want to do it no more and you want to go back to the old ropes, you will never have the same feeling, you'll never enjoy it, and you'll eventually stop playing it. And it's the same thing as if, like, you were playing GTA and you put in those cheat codes to get the extra money and the extra guns. Yeah, you got it all and it's fun right now, but in a couple hours you're gonna wish you didn't do it, and then you decide to start a new file, and it's just like, I had all of it right in front of me before, now I know what I'm working myself to get to, and it's kind of just boring. And it's literally the same thing. Also, load me into a fucking match, would you? Oh, just as a back there, I see it saying connecting. You got to love it. And the thing is, this game is dying, bro. Solos is getting harder and harder and harder to find a match. Longer and longer and longer and longer. It's gross. Yeah, I'm still gonna have to go solo duos. We go really dry. We have the 100%, bro. Yeah, bro. And that's just it. Like, those people that eventually get bored of constantly doing the same thing over and over and over, they're eventually going to get to the point where they want to give up, and then they're going to sit there and they're going to go back on their original account or make a new account to play on because they probably got their original account banned, and they're going to miss all the items they had and miss all the fun they had on the game, and eventually they'll just stop playing the game. I don't know. I honestly don't even know if Warzone 1 has a higher player count or not. I haven't really even been paying attention to any of it, to be honest with you. Like, the way I look at it, like, I'll play whatever it is if I enjoy it, even if that means the player base is less. Like, for example, The only reason why I'm not playing it right now is because I am grinding for this leaderboard in hopes that season 3 comes out and they separate the leaderboards, because I do want to keep putting time into it in case they do that. But if they don't, then I'm probably going to end up just doing like 4 hours of Warzone content on this and Ashika's Island, and then in the evening do a Twitch only stream or a Kick only stream and do like PUBG and stuff like that, stuff that I actually enjoy playing, but I feel like I can't really play it on stream right now because I feel like I'm pressured. I feel like, and not pressured because I'm bad at the game, but pressured because I feel like my viewership gets killed a little bit because of it, because some people don't enjoy it. And I gotta get over that feeling and just do what I want for me and let people enjoy me for me, because I'm enjoying what I'm playing. If I'm enjoying what I'm doing, then the people who are watching that enjoy what I'm doing will enjoy it more because they see me enjoying it. A lot of people right now, like, I really do love this game, and I told you guys from the start, the only bitching I had about this game was the bad servers, the not being able to sprint and plate, and the cheaters. The cheaters are niche right now, it comes and goes. The latency needs to be fixed. That's the biggest issue. And they finally fixed the issue with the plating. I love this game. I have no negative thoughts on this game. I really love this game. But when they don't listen and it gets frustrating, it gets hard to be able to enjoy it, right? So right now it's just the latency. I want to go stretch my lungs one more time right quick. I'll be back before we actually get into it. I just, it's just, oh, Sugar Cranny is going to fry. I've never played it, man.
Be advised, gas
I haven't even tried Kick yet, so I don't really know if it's the new wave or not. I would imagine if it keeps going the way it is, it's gonna be. I'm gonna give it about another week, and if I hear no more bad reviews or anything, and I hear people keep talking about it, then I'm probably gonna make a switch to do that in the evenings instead of, like, I'll probably do Facebook and Twitch in the mornings, and then just Kick in the evenings, you know what I mean? And then that way, if Facebook ends up going down the drain, I have Kick to rely on and Twitch to kind of rely on too. But kind of just waiting it out to see, and letting it play itself out to see how it goes. I would love to be on that team. What team, Herb? Talk to me, brother. Are we talking about PUBG? We're talking about something different. You just need stability, can't be that hard. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's just like those are the things that are making the game not enjoyable. But you have all these people bitching and complaining about the game itself, and I'm not bitching about the game. I'm bitching about the issues with the game, and it's not even like changes that I want. It's stuff that's obviously needs to be fixed. Like, for example, the lag has been going on for a long time. But you got a lot of these people that are going around and saying, "Oh, this game's trash. This game is actually a really good game. It's just got issues." Oh, the Resurgence team. They were crying about how they promote gambling. Well, who cares? No, there's nothing wrong with that. They made one. I think it's amazing that everyone probably is responsible. Can you? Yeah, and that's just it, right? Like, I feel like I could easily get affiliated by all means and start making some good money on there. It's just, I want to be able to do what I want, and I'm afraid to try to play whatever I want whenever I want, because I feel like my viewership is just going to die.
Target
And it might not. You know, me enjoying what I'm playing might make my viewership better.
Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover. Hostile mortar strike near your position.
There's no shot me parking that vehicle there actually kept it alive, bro. Let's fucking go. That is sick.
Hostile mortar strike incoming.
Someone right here. What? I hit him 3 times! 2 aim down, 1 hit. I've done 3 hits and killed somebody, bro. Ah!
Fight to earn redeployment. They are ready to fight. You're up next. Stand by.
You're in the gulag now, soldiers. This is
Hey, let's go. That's a good feeling, bro. I remember when my daughter did it, bro. That's a good feeling, for sure. Oh, that uncontrollable gut laugh is just too good, bro. The gut laugh. Yeah, it's just too good. The gut laugh is like hilarious. It makes you go into a state of laughing, which makes them go into a state of laughing. I just seen somebody across the street over here. Thing is, I don't really have anything to fight him, so I'm gonna try something a little risky in hopes that he's not really paying attention, which I think he's gonna be, but you never know. Yeah. Fucking should have known the difference. Should have known the difference. My game just crashed. Ah! That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And now my music. Gots to love it, chat. Gots to love it. I have a one of my memories with my daughter. One of my favorite memories. I'm gonna get it right quick. When she was younger, and it's a video that like it's a video in my head that I always see. Like every now and then, like the memory comes across my head because it's just so funny what she did. Just watch this. It's gonna be a little bit blurry, but she was just like looking at me. It was only when she was young. It's gonna be blurry. But like, she just like randomly decides to lick the side of the, she decides to randomly lick the side of the playpen. And I died laughing. It was just so rare. And she smiles at the end of it. If you watch her, she just smiles at the end of it. Just watch. Watch her, huh? I was doing that laugh you're talking about, and I fucking died. Yeah, it's a memory that it keeps coming across my head every now and then, because she just randomly looked over and just like this. So random. It caught me so off guard. I got that video. Is that the screen replacement? Yes. I'll see if I can send myself the video right quick and then download the video so I can show you it in a better quality right quick because it's just too good. Oh my. Find it right quick because it's all the way back here. Oh, I can go into videos. I'm an idiot. I would have sped the process up. We are loading into a match. Or pinging for a match, I should say. Quickly go to my Facebook. And then I don't know how to save it. Okay, I'll just do it this way. It'll still work. Here we go. Just watch this. It's just so random. It's her facial expression at the beginning of it, and then at the end of it. She just goes from like being all serious, and then all of a sudden like licks it. Alright, I'll replay it in a second. I'll replay it one more time right now since you just laughed. It's her face at the beginning of it. Don't know why. It's so funny. Oh my. Good time. Good time. Oh yeah, for sure.
Check your gear and weapons.
Back at his thing.
Training is over. Time to see what you have learned.
Oh my. That's cute. That's definitely cute. Alright, chat. Good game here now. Oh, that's hilarious, Pat. That's hilarious. Is it like a looped video?
Avoid the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Alright, we're locking it in here, chat. We're locking it in here. That's hilarious. Is that a loop? That's clever. Nice. Locking it in with a pistol. Yeah, I gotta go up. Gotcha.
Hostile UAV in the area. UAV is bingo fuel. I'll be here this time.
We need to go back up on. Bitch. What'd you think? You were just gonna instantly blow me up, brother? This ain't Warzone 1. Doesn't work like that, big boy. It don't work like that, big boy. Such thing as a disable. First, just saying. That's what you get for depending on that.
Enemy UAV active.
Positive ID. Multiple strongholds. Locations are marked on your attack map.
Nice. They nerf cash.
Enemy UAV overhead. Hostile counter UAV overhead. Copy. UAV is on station. Recon on.
No, I'm over it.
Precision airstrike. Find cover. Advise UAV is exiting the AO.
Turn around. You gotta come back this way. Smithing. That's hilarious, bro. Oh! Stuck. I know I heard somebody. He's either above.
UAV active.
Oh, this is the same guy that tried to run. I guess he should have just ran. Thanks for the kill! Dead. Now I also still saw this guy. Dead.
Black site is clear. Area secure.
Hello, Nenzo's cat! Hope you is mighty fine, cat. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. I just translated that to cat for you. So you can thank me tomorrow. Rude guy. This guy is a rude guy. How dare you shoot at me? You will apologize. You will apologize. Let's go, let's go. How's Nenzo doing? Oh my god, I didn't know there was a second one there, bro. Just sitting below. Completely different team.
Soldiers, you failed in life, but I offer you redemption in death. Kill for me here.
Nice thing over breaking.
Fail, and your corpses will feed my dog.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Come on, buddy, chase me. Fuck it up. Don't wanna chase me, I'll come after you. Oh, we got our 10 kills. Now I don't care if I die. Well, I still care, but I got what I came for.
Gas is closing. Get to the new safe zone.
Hey, what up, Damien? How you doing? Why you would just sit there like that is beyond me. Oh, the best one point or don't stop. I didn't even check for a UAV. I think it was gone though. Oh my god. Straight laser beam that guy.
Hostile advanced UAV is active. Be advised, UAV.
Supply crates are restocked. Advise you load up now.
Target area marked. You're cleared hot. Target acquired. Strike inbound.
I think I'm coming down with the flu that my wife had. Not too often I get sick, but I got some body
Go
aches.
hit. Go again. One more requesting recon at this time. Copy. UAV is on station. Online.
Oh, and guess I shouldn't shake my controller too much, eh?
UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at this time.
Oh, my fucking controller, bro.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Oops.
Enemies deployed a counter UAV.
What the fuck? First time I've ever failed it.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Marking enemy. Moving here. Cancel that. Moving here. Cancel that.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Target area marked. You're cleared hot.
Bro, I think my controller's fucking up. Yeah, it is. I wonder if it has something to do with its wire or something, bro. Yeah, my left analog's just fucking up again. You'll notice when I'm going to the right, every now and then I'll start going to the left like this, and it's not me doing it. So many fucking people play with riot shields, bro. It's all it's so gross. It's like it's actually disgusting.
Safe zone relocated.
think I'm coming down with a flu, bro. There's a guy like right there.
Strike incoming.
Oh, you got shit on, buddy.
Strike near your location. Finish the job.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Strike in the area.
Copy that. Gas is inbound.
Enemy UAV active.
Impact. No hit. Gas is closing. Get it.
Hostile cluster mine active.
You're losing ground. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone. Gas is moving in. No targets remain. You earned the win.
GG's. Let's go. GG's. Oh. Oh man, my. Let's go. Back in one quick second, chat. I'm gonna grab my house coat. I'm actually starting to get like freezing. I think I'm getting sick. Oh, I got the fucking chills and body aches. I just don't know more. Oh. Wonder when Six gonna get back. Oh, yeah, he said he this evening. Oh. Chat, I don't know how long we'll be going for. I'm honestly starting to really ache. Brr.
Use this time to practice. We will be deploying. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Fucking headache coming on too. For fuck's sakes.
Warm-up is over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone. Enemy soldier incoming.
I might make this my LG, depending on how I'm feeling. If I can warm up a little bit with this house coat, maybe I'll keep playing what I got to make my LG fucking chills.
Gas is approaching your...
I think he's like right there. Alright, next one up. There he is. think I might be cheating. He did see me, but he also tracked me perfectly to the edge of that cliff. And then when he shot at me, is what made me think he was cheating, because he went right to my head. Hit on my head perfectly. Could be wrong.
Soldiers, your
Never know.
pathetic lives belong to me now. There is only one way to win them back. Kill those across from...
Oh, I'm feeling like shit.
Enemy counter UAV is active.
How did I lose that, bro? He just looked me right to the wall. Does he have a UAV going? He just literally looked me right to the wall, eh? No tracker steps or nothing. No UAV. This guy's shooting. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe walling? I don't know, it's hard to say. No, he's not, because he wouldn't have shot the guy. He wouldn't have focused on the guy if I hit him first. Oops, bad report. My ad. My bad. Maybe he had a live ping on me or something. We'll play one more and then I'm gonna hop off. I'm honestly feeling like shit. Yeah, and it's telling right there too. I'm honestly playing like dog water. You can tell the difference in my performance. I fucking hate being sick, bro. Like, I actually hate it. I wonder something. What's up, Maddie? It goes, man. Feeling like shit, to be honest with you guys. I think I picked up what my wife had. Nah, Maddie, I was honestly no energy this morning, so I slept in purposely. And then when I woke up, I had somebody come to the house because we have a new identified mold issue in our closet that we didn't even know was there. So we had somebody come inspect it to get ready to clean it, take down the wall and clean that shit up. But fucking, I got on and now I'm feeling like fucking shit. I think I'm sick. Plus my controller's acting up. As you can see, I'm not touching my controller right now and it's moving to the left. It's driving me nuts. I think it's a hair. Hey, Maddie coming with the 100 stars. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Seriously, much love, broski. Appreciate you, Maddie. Seriously, man. I was just telling the chat that I might make this the LG so I can go rest because I'm freezing cold. I got body aches. Headache coming on too.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding with the push.
No fucking aim assist on this. Wanna explain to me how I'm getting no aim assist? Must be where he was like crouched or something.
Now you deploy to the war zone.
Could also be the 130 ping that I'm experiencing. Nah, you crap. It's days like this when I feel like this that I would kind of wish I had a decent laptop so I could kind of just like lie in bed and like plug it up to the TV and use the wireless mouse and kind of just like play some music and like really relax. 'Cause I like to. If I had my phone, I had music on my phone, which is honestly just good. I love that they did that. They have the mobile app for RS3 and old school.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online. Hostile UAV in the area. Be advised, UAV is exiting the AO. Enemy UAV overhead.
Come on, buddy. Curiosity kills the cat, bud. There's nothing else around here. How do I kill him while looking at the door, bro? The desync in this fucking game, bro. Makes you wonder sometimes. This game's gross sometimes, bro. Should have saved a nade for that moment right there. Nice ghost thing. Oh, did he? He died. How? He died to the AI? And then the AI jumped off to come at me? If so, haha. That's hilarious. I should take that back before I die. My issue is I got no fucking plates again. Should be one guaranteed one ammo and one plate box comes out of the stronghold in my opinion. Somebody right here. No? Maybe not. Maybe I heard shots in the distance which sound like footsteps. Oh, it used to be bad. I could go for that black site.
Vehicle marked.
I think black site might be worth going for.
Requesting recon at this time.
Copy. UAV is on station. Recon online. UAV is bingo fuel. RTB at this time.
I don't know why you thought I didn't see you, but touche. Each their own.
Clip.
My man was coach back when they opened. Broken glass means there's an enemy. Get looked at from behind. I just ran into a claymore. Claymore using little bitch, bro. This guy's shooting. Yeah, this guy's shooting. You didn't hear me vault, but I make no noise when you vault. He looked at me through the fucking wall. He instantly discerned and knew exactly what I was doing. Level 26. Level 26 making predictions like that. Yeah, okay. Sure. Sure. More like on a brand new account cheating with wall hacks. That was not legit. You don't make a prediction like that, bro.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Everything's been hurting on me. Everyone else does it, why not? Hello? Nice. Wish I had 6,500. Nice. Shots over this way. Or over that way somewhere. Oh my god, everything is aching. Alright, chat, I am done for this evening. I'm feeling like shit. So I'm gonna call it. I'm too, ugh. Yeah, I am struggling, bro. My wife just got over this sickness and now I'm starting to feel it. I didn't think I was gonna get it, to be honest with you, but here it is. and I don't get sick very often, but when I get sick, it hits me like a bitch. So I'll probably just rest for the rest of the evening. Hopefully tomorrow I feel better. Sorry for winding it down on a shitty note, but like you guys know me. If you look at my last 10 games, I'm at 3.76 KD. That's not me, man. I'm feeling like shit, so I'm gonna wind things down, and we'll see you guys when I'm feeling better, hopefully tomorrow. Alright? So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for the stars and the new follows that came in. And, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember to stay true, stay legit, and stay vibing. Peace.